Ladies, what does it really mean to be a virtuous woman? Some women don't even know what a virtuous woman is. To be a Proverbs 31 girl, 31 woman. Where words you want to use? Proverbs chapter 31. Shout out to you. What's up, YouTube? This your boy James to the O. What does it really mean to be a virtuous woman? Some of you want to be baddies. Oh, I'm a baddie. I'm a bad witch, James. I'm a baddie. You can't handle a baddie like me. Proverbs 31 don't talk about being a baddie. It talks about being a virtuous woman, not a baddie. The noble characteristics of a woman. This is how you become wife material, ladies. Listen up. These are the key ingredients of being wife material and to be a wife. You're a wife before you become one. Once the man sees these things in you, he knows what's up. Who can find a virtuous woman? She is worth more than rubies, like jewelry, other materialistic stuff. Her husband is full of confidence in her, and she lacks nothing in value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. In other words, she will love her husband all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works with eager hands. She is like the merchant's ship. She's serving food from afar. Basically, you're serving food. She gets up while it's still night and she provides food for her family. In other words, it could also be said that before dawn, breakfast must be cooked, ready, and served. She considers a field and buys it. Out her earnings, she plants a vineyard. Back in the old days, grandmas, they used to always plant tomatoes and greens and this and be planting all types of stuff to grow food. That is definitely what she been planting. Those back in those days, it'd be nice. Like, oh, look at these greens. Look at these. Look at this. Look at that. Who did this? Grandma. Well, grandmas back in the day were virtuous women. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. She sees that her trade is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand, she holds a distaff and grasps suspended with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor, extends her hand to the needy. She's helpful and generous to the poor and those who are in need. You are in no fear of winter season because you're provided with warm clothes. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothing in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gate, where he takes a seat among the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them and supplies the merchant with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom and faithful instructions on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household. She is the woman of the house. She's making sure things are nice, neat, organized, put together, and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. In other words, you teach your daughters and your maids to be virtuous women. You surpass them already because you already there. They're not there. They're trying to get there. You already there. So therefore you surpass them. Charm is deceptive. Beauty is fleeting. But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done. And let her work bring praise at the city gates. Let's go a little further than what it say word for word. Worth above rubies. The poem begins by stating that a virtuous woman is far more worth than precious jewels. She has exceptional value. Diligence and hard work. A virtuous woman is a hard worker. Managing her household, engaged in trades, and providing for her family needs. She has wisdom and skill. She makes sound decisions, possessing skill in various areas, weaving, sewing, and managing finances. She's a God-fearing woman, and she's spiritual. And she do things to please God. Strength and honor. She's clothed with strength and honor, demonstrating her character in her standings in the community. She cares for her family and others, their well-being, and extending her care to those who are in need. She is to be praised for her accomplishments. So these are the ingredients of being a wife, by being a virtuous woman. So she's a God-fearing woman. She's submissive to her husband. She respects her husband, loves her husband all the days of her life. It also highlights the woman's ability to engage in business and trade, demonstrating her versatility and competence. She encourages her husband, uplifts him, speaks wisdom to him, pours life into him, adding value to her husband's life. Help him become the man that he needs to be. A virtuous woman is also a helpmate. And she's a gift from God to a man as a helpmate and a virtuous woman. She has good morals, good character, discipline, makes the house a home. She's a home organizer. Now, that's pretty much a high value woman. A wife material woman. A virtuous woman. Not a baddie, wherever the heck that is. A bad witch. Oh, great. Proverbs chapter 31. The noble characteristic traits of a woman. Also known as the virtuous woman. Yes, she loves her husband. Yes, she supports her husband. Yes, she respects and submits to her husband. But her husband also going to love her too. She is a woman of great value. A woman with class, respect, clothed with strength and dignity. Morals, values. She got all that. That's what it's like being a virtuous woman. One last thing. This virtuous woman that I just explained is what every man looks for in a woman. Ask any man, what is your ideal woman? What are her qualities that she got to have? Her character, her everything. I promise you, he's going to say a virtuous woman without actually saying the words virtuous woman. He's going to describe everything. Say you want a virtuous woman without saying you want a virtuous woman. That's what he's pretty much going to do. Yes, ladies, these are the secret ingredients of being a wife. Fellas, am I right? Wrong? Ladies, what you think? Comment down below. We'll have to read y'all comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. Tell me what you think.